What's up, Venice High School? This is Micah. I think you guys remember me. I was attending your guys' classes and kind of watching you guys work on your films and stuff, which I really like doing. But hopefully this video is going to be sent out to you guys as you guys are in school online. And basically, I'm going to try and teach you guys like some lessons over the internet. And yeah, so what we're going to talk about today is purpose and figuring out what you want/need out of life. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully we'll get to some thought-provoking ideas and have an enjoyable time and stuff. But yeah, so what I'm going to start off talking about is just a little bit about my life and how things ended up changing after I left high school. I went to school at Samo High, which is your guys' rival or whatever. But yeah, so I left high school, and then after spending my whole life kind of like not doing what other people told me to do, but just like living as a teenager like you guys are, having to go to school, having to be at home at a certain time or whatever, your life is pretty much not lived by doing what you want to do so much. I mean, you do what you want to do a little bit, but a lot of the times you're at places doing things because you have to do them. And college or graduating high school, even if you don't go to college, the major difference in life is you have to live according to like yourself. You know, like there's no one telling you what to do anymore. And it can be hard to make that transition because after doing what people tell you to do, showing up for school, turning in your homework, all that, it can be a different kind of mind state to have to figure out, well, what do I actually want to do with my own life? And I think it's really helpful to know what you want to do with your own life, you know? Like, it's important. You have to live your whole life as yourself, and it's a good idea to understand what you really want and need out of life. And that's what this little project we're about to do is going to be about. It's about looking at yourself or like figuring out basically what are the essential parts of life that you want or need. And it's kind of about like organizing your life for the future in the sense that you can make good decisions about how you want to live according to like your job, where you want to live, like what city or state you want to live in, what kind of education is necessary for you, or what kind of education do you want. It's really like just a nice relaxing exercise, hopefully, that'll help you plan ahead for life. And it shouldn't be taken too seriously. You shouldn't be freaking out about planning about the future. Try and just have fun with it. Try and like learn something. Try and like really think about it though. Yeah, that's all I got for now. We're going to switch over to another screen, and I'm about to show you exactly what we're doing. But yeah, I guess the thing I wanted you to get in this segment is that you got to understand that the life you live is going to be yours until the day, you know, you pass away or whatever, not to be morbid, but it's a good idea, I think, to understand yourself and know what you want out of life so that you don't spend a majority or portion of your life doing a bunch of stuff you don't want to do. And that's it. We're going to take it to the other screen. I'm going to show you what's going down. All right? For sure. All right, guys. So for this exercise, we're going to be like walking you through the choices you have in life, or I kind of like to think of them as like electives. like electives you take in high school where you get to choose whatever you want, and that's what life is like kind of after college. I mean, after high school. It's just like free choice on what you want to do. So, yeah, we're gonna get started with a few of those like basic things that like you can choose in life and like helps you figure out your own path or like what you want to do. So, first thing, it's already written up here. I'm gonna write it a little bit bigger, but it is job or occupation. Um, Basically, you get to pick what you want to do working wise, and basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna answer what kind of job are you gonna be working at in 5 years, and so you can like don't answer it now, but I'm gonna go through and answer them. But the first thing you want to think about is your job. The second thing is education. All right, so you want to think about whether or not after high school you want to go to college, and you kind of want to think about the reasons why. Like, do I want the opportunity to go to college so that maybe I can get a degree that can give me a higher income, or is your or are you gonna think you're gonna be fine without that college degree and you can work a job with just a high school diploma? And you got to figure that out because, as they say, it's mostly true. People who do go to college usually make more money. Um, but yeah, that's what you kind of want to figure out. Like, how important is college for you? And like, does it make sense with what you want out of life? If you don't want to work a job that needs a college degree, then you don't really need to go to college. But it's a good idea to think about it and like plan ahead. And I think education is gonna also work into the next one, which is travel, which is like another form of education. A lot of people will take like a year off after high school and go visit some place and like learn something new in a different spot. Maybe they'll go to Europe or like New York or something. But yeah, where do you see yourself? Like, do you want to have traveled anywhere in 5 years? Like, or do you want to just stay where you are? Yeah, the things you want to think about. And then we got social life or slash friends slash like, social life is kind of like friends, dating, all that stuff. But I'm going to just put social life and you can kind of see what applies to you. And then basically you can answer this with like, okay, like, well, this is, I want to spend time with my friends. I don't want to work too long, or you know what? I'd rather make money, and I like me and my friends are so close where I can like make money, and we'll still be tight where like you don't have to spend so much time with them or whatever. But you just want to like put your social life in a certain perspective. Like, if you don't want to be working all the time and you'd rather be out having like a relaxing time, then you want to figure that out. Next one is hobbies. You all know what hobbies are, hopefully. If you don't, something's wrong. But yeah, what are your hobbies? Like, what you'll have a job, and maybe you'll be doing your social life and your travel and your education. But like, what do you want to do to pass the time when you're not doing those things? Like, hobbies are cool. They're nice things to have. And goals. These can be any kind of goals. They could be like big goals, like I want to make the world a better place, or it's like I really want to live in that dream house that I want, or whatever. You know, Goals are goals, but you should probably take a look at them, and figure out what kind of goals you have. And if you don't have any goals, figure out why you don't have goals. Maybe you just feel so like content already, and it's just like goals, whatever, and that's cool. But yeah, that could be something you want to look at. And then, where are you living? Where are you living? That's an important question. It's like a lot depends on the neighbors you live around. Spending time in a place you don't enjoy, that's not going to be that great for you. Hopefully, you find a place that you like, whether it's here in LA or somewhere else. You just want to find a place that's right for you. And transportation. That's another thing to think about. How are you getting around to your friends, to your job, to your hobbies? How are you going to get to your goals? It's important. For me, I like transportation that's easy. And yeah, so now I'm going to fill these out as if they apply to my life. And what you guys are going to do is after I explain and fill it out, you're going to fill out your own. So for me, my job is I want my job in 5 years. I want to be like a philanthropist, which is kind of like someone who does charity. But my specific kind of like niche or like specific kind of philanthropy I want to do is I want to have like an art gallery that's a nonprofit and that supports charities around the community. So I'm gonna put philanthropist artist, and I'm not sure how to spell philanthropist, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Philanthropist. Spell check that. All right. And art. So you're going to do the same thing according to what you want to be doing in 5 years. What kind of job you'll be having. That's my answer. Your answer will probably be different. Education. I will be graduating from UCLA, so I'll put UCLA graduate or grad. I'm going to graduate. Travel. For me, I want to go to New York. My brother lives out there. It'd be cool to see the city, So I'm going to put travel to New York. Go to NY. Social life. For me, my friends are like, I love them to death. But so I'm going to put stay in close contact or keep in contact or keep in touch a lot. Hobbies. For me, I like photography. That's what I study. But I'm not sure if I want to be a photographer. I kind of like the idea of being like an art gallery owner. But so maybe we'll put photography/art here. Goals. For me, one of my goals is to write a book and also to fight homelessness in LA. So I'm gonna write book / help homeless. Alright, where do I live? It's gonna be different for you guys, but I like LA, so I'm gonna just put LA. Not anywhere in particular. I like the whole city. It's all been very nice to me. And transportation. For me, I'm thinking car, because I feel like I just really would like to have a car, and then a bus and a bike, or public transportation in general, like not just buses. So car, bike, bus, etc. for etc. Alright. So, if you guys can't see, because this is kind of looking a little messy, but I'm going to just list them off. So you're going to put down job, and then you're going to put down education, then you're going to put down travel, social life, hobbies, goals, where you live, and your transportation. And you're going to do this for what you want to be in 5 years. And then you're going to do the same exact thing, filling out the same information for where you want to be in 10 years. And then the same information for where you want to be in 15 years. So I want you guys to do that, and then we're going to pick up and we're going to see where this is all going. Because you're going to make like a drawing or like a painting or whatever you have. Like the materials don't matter that much, but I'm going to walk you how to like take all these answers that you got and translate them so you can have like a visual, artistic picture for a plan that you can kind of look at and be like, am I on route to doing the things that I wrote down on here? So you can kind of keep track of yourself. Or if things change, you can kind of like, I'm going to show you that we're going to be able to edit the picture or edit this art piece so that in case things you wanted to do don't seem relevant anymore, you can change them and make them more applicable to how you feel in the moment or in the future. So, yeah. So that's it for this. Write all this down. Write down your answers, and then we'll go into another screen, and then we're going to make the work happen. All right, guys. Here we are, and this is what this is going to end up being. You hopefully have written down all those things and gave your answers to those things, and then we're going to turn those answers into like symbols or representations that's going to make an art piece about your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, and your 15-year plan. So for me, I started with with my job, right? So I thought, and this is how you can figure out how to make representations for the ideas or words you express were your answers. For me, I thought, well, a charity-based art gallery or like a charity-based job is what I want. So I thought I would take apart the words I said. So I looked at charity, right? And charity basically is money, right? So there's a dollar sign. I thought that was a good, easy kind of way to like represent, well, charity is about money. But I also thought charity's also a lot about caring for other people. So I put a heart, for love. And the wings, I think charity helps like lift people up, get them out of places they don't want to be in anymore or need help getting out of. So I put wings. So it's a dollar sign with wings and a heart in front of it. And I think that represents charity. So let's say you want to be a veterinarian, right? For your job in 5 years or 10 years or 15 or whatever. What you're going to want to do is try and take apart what a veterinarian is. Obviously, they work with animals, right? But they're kind of like, they help animals, they help them keep them healthy, and it's like, they really are like aiding Mother Nature in a sense, because that's kind of what they do. So you could put like, for me, what I would do if I wanted to be a veterinarian, a good idea might be like, I don't know, like a picture of like nature, like a nature scene maybe, with like with maybe either like a shepherd's staff, because veterinarians kind of like guide the animals into like a healthy situation, or maybe it's like a nature scene with like hearts or something that represents healthy living, or like that medical sign. You ever seen like that cross, like the red cross, like maybe some animals inside a cross? For example, I'll show you. You can make a red cross really easily. You go like this, because you're trying to depict what it means to be a veterinarian, if that's what you wanted to do. So you go like this, make a red cross. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And I don't want you guys to feel like it has to look a certain way. I'm doing this really simply, and you can do that too. But if you want to be, super detailed, you only have as much skill as you have as an artist. But you could go online and you could, find a picture of what you want to draw, and then you could either trace it or look at it and then copy it just from your eye and your hand. But like, let's say we put some like cats and animals inside the cross, because that's what a veterinarian is. They're like the Red Cross for animals. So, I'm going to do it real simple because I don't want to waste time. But let's say we got a cat with some ears, kind of just being a cat doing its thing. It could be really simple. And yeah, that's all you really need to do, is just figure out these symbols. And I guess what I'm trying to tell you is, to make a nice symbol or to make a nice representation of a word or an idea or like an occupation or whatever, is you really just need to take apart what the actual job or thing is, and like how it functions, or like what purpose it serves, what it does. And then you're not limited to like, oh, well, a doctor, I have to draw like a doctor with a stethoscope and a lab jacket on. It could be like someone's hand like sewing together a heart, because doctors like heal bodies. Or like, it could be like sewing a person being sewn up, or something like that. Yeah, so that's how you can think of these things. And yeah, this is basically what you're going to be doing. You're going to take what you've written down. Like, I have a little small piece of paper, all the stuff I written down. I'm going to take each one of these things, and then I am going to find a symbol or a representation for them. And then this is optional, but what you also could do is you could take the things that are most important to you, and you can make them either bigger or put them in front of other things. Like, put them in the foreground and not the background. Like, if they're really important to you, make them bigger. If they're less important, you can make them smaller. And that kind of gives you what they call a visual hierarchy. And a visual hierarchy is where the most important aspects of a painting or drawing or piece of artwork are centered either bigger or in the front. And it kind of lets the viewer know, like, this is more important, this is less important, and so on and so forth. And it could be good for you, so when you look at these drawings or paintings or however you want to make them, that you can see what was most important to you at this time in your life that you're making them. And yeah, so you're going to do, let's say this is going to be, these aren't finished obviously, but this is going to be my 5. This is going to be my 10 year, and then I'm going to need a third piece of paper for my 15 year. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3. 3 pieces of paper, right? And yeah, you're going to do that, and then the next step is going to be pretty simple. We're going to take either an index card if you have any, but a piece of paper will do. And we're just going to fold this piece of paper and kind of make maybe like 3 folds or whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. And we're going to make even smaller drawings. I'm just going to tear this. And I'm going to tear this side too. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if you have index cards, it'll probably look nicer. So, what we're gonna do, you're gonna do this 3 times. You're gonna get 3 pieces of paper, or 3 pieces of normal size paper, or a total of 9 index cards. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these 3, and then let's say this is my 5 year, right? So this is my 5 year, and then let's say this is my 10 year plan. right? And then in between, there's going to be 1, 2, and 3 more small drawings of what it takes to get to the next part of your life, right? So let's say I want to be doing charity in 5 years, and then I'm going to make 3 other drawings of the things that I need in order to get to the next 10-year part. So if I want to be doing charity work in 5 years, and then in 10 years, I want to be a scientist, right? So then I would have to figure out, well, I have to go back to school, and I would go for this little incremental step that goes in between the 3 drawings. I would put like, let's do a beaker or something scientific. Alright, so we're just going to do a beaker really quick. And it's going to be very simple. But that's my beaker. And it's got the little measurement lines on there. And we'll do another one like this. And then I'm going to just put go to school for, let's say, chemistry. And then you're going to make, so you're going to make 3 of these, and they're going to land in between each 5-year plan. And I'm going to show you what mine's going to look like when it's over, but I think you get the idea, right? You're going to take what you write down, you're going to make symbols for them, you're going to put all those symbols on one piece of paper, and you're going to do that for 5 years, you can do that for 10 years and 15, and then you're going to make little baby steps of things that you need to do in order to get to the next 5-year gap or the 5-year progression, and that's going to be it. And I'm going to show you what mine looks like when it's over. Alright, Venice High School, this is what you should end up with. These are kind of rough sketches of what you should be making, but don't feel pressure to feel like it has to look perfect or look really neat or well done. Just being able to visualize and see what you want to be doing in life or where you want to be is the point of this exercise. It's not supposed to be, you know, the perfect artwork that represents that. It can be just like this, or you can do more than that, or less, or whatever. It doesn't matter. The main point is to kind of get in touch with what you think your future should look like. So we're gonna kind of go around. I know I said before have 9 of the little smaller pictures, but I thought it'd be better to do 6. You can do a 9. Right now I have 6. I have 3 in between the 5 years and 10 years, and 3 between the 10 years and the 15 years. But if you want to put some before the 5 years, that's perfectly fine. You can do that if you want, but you don't have to. So yeah, basically for this one, I've made illustrations of all the things that I want to achieve or have in 5 years. And then in between 5 and 10 years are these, like, I'll call these like chess pieces, you know, like little small, not complex, they're very simple. And it's just kind of like, for this one, it says, it's a money sign, it says save money to go back to school, because I think I might want to go back to school and study something else. So it's a dollar sign, and it says save money to go back to school. And then this one is a cell phone, and it says call friends regularly, because I want to stay in touch with all my friends. So these are like the little chess pieces. They're just how you get to the main picture, which is this 10-year plan. And then I have all the details represented of what I want in 10 years. And then I have another set of chess pieces to how do I want to get to the 15-year plan, which is done there. So that is what you should have. And once that's done, you are finished and you've achieved the goal. And then you're free to do whatever you want with it. You can like hang it up in your room so you can like figure out what you want to do and like look at it every day. Or if that's way too much, you can just kind of store it away and look at it when you want to. But it should be something cool to look back on. So that's it. That's the lesson. I hope you guys can enjoy it. And I wish you guys the best. And yeah, that's about it. All right. Bye-bye.